Hi, everybody. I just wanted to take a few moments to talk about what I call three pillars of stress mastery for family caregivers. Because I know that as family caregivers, it sometimes can be difficult to remember the last time when you didn't feel overwhelmed, stressed, or anxious, because having those responsibilities on top of the other responsibilities that you have can be exhausting. But there are three things which I call three pillars of stress mastery that can make a total difference in your life and help you not to continue to feel stressed and burnt out and overwhelmed. So, I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about the three of them. So, the very first pillar is that self care is non negotiable. Now, if you've been around Master Your Stress for any length of time, you know how I feel about self care. Because as family caregivers, we often put the needs of our loved ones before our own. And while that is noble, it's a great thing to do, makes us wonderful human beings. It's something that's not sustainable in the long run. So we really need to be able to prioritize our self-care in order for us to be able to effectively care for others. So you know the cliche I'm going to say. You know that when you're in a plane, the flight attendants always state that you have to put your mask on first before you can help before you can help others. So that's exactly what self-care is. So self-care really means taking the time to unwind, relax, and recharge in whatever way um, brings you peace and joy. So it's really important for you to make it a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. And it's not something that has to take hours and hours and hours. Even if you just have 15, 20, 30 minutes, as long as you make self-care a consistent habit, then over time you will see results. And an easy way to make sure that self care is a non negotiable part of your everyday routine is to schedule time for it on your calendar, just like you would any other appointment. And you can even set an alarm on your phone to remind you so that you don't forget. Okay, so that was pillar number one, self care is non negotiable. Pillar number two, seek help and delegate. So again, as a family caregiver, you're used to doing all the things and you have the weight of the world on your shoulder. But again, that's something that's not sustainable over the long run. And none of us can do everything all alone, and we shouldn't have to. It's really important that you seek support from family members, friends, or professional caregivers or support groups. Many towns and cities have something that's called respite care. And respite care's main point is to help family caregivers, such as yourself, take a break from your everyday caregiving duties. So, if you don't have a strong support system, look for respite care or something so that you can have a break for a few hours or a day or so from your caregiving duties so that you can rest, relax, recharge, and that ultimately will make you a better caregiver. Now, something else that can be hard, but that's also important for you to do, is to delegate tasks. And that's a way for you to get the help and support that you need. Now, an easy way to do this is to write out all of the tasks or errands that you need assistance with or help with. And then that way, if you have a friend or family member that asks, oh, what can I do to help you? You'll be ready. You'll be able to easily um, check off things from your list. And so you won't have to waste time kind of thinking about, well, what is it that this person might be able to do for me? You can tell them and then they can get it done. And then you can rest and relax a little bit. Now, remember, being a caregiver doesn't mean that you have to carry the entire burden on your own. It takes a village, and there's no shame in reaching out for support. So that was pillar number two, seek support and delegate. Pillar number three has to do with mindfulness and positive thinking. Because it's easy for any of us to get caught up in negative thoughts and feelings of overwhelm. But by making a conscious effort to practice mindfulness and positive thinking, you can work wonders in reducing your own stress. So there are tons of ways that you can do this. Deep breathing exercises, meditating, having a gratitude practice, or just by simply focusing on the present moment. What you can do is anytime you find that you're having a negative thought, try challenging it and replacing that negative thought with a positive affirmation. In other words, talking that positive self talk. You'll be amazed that if you do this regularly and how shifting your mindset can lead to more peaceful and balanced state of being so that in the long run you have less stress. So again, as I said, as family caregivers, we have a tendency to put our own needs on the back burner in order to take care of our loved ones. But by doing so, we risk burning out and becoming ineffective as family caregivers. So those are the three pillars of stress mastery. First, self-care is non-negotiable. Second, seek support and delegate. And third, engage in mindfulness and positive thinking. By implementing these three pillars of stress mastery, you can decrease your stress, avoid feelings of overwhelm, and ultimately become a better caregiver for your loved ones. So, that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video with someone else that you think it might help. Any rate, I'll catch you next time. Bye.